Challa Srishant joins us now, Managing Director with CCL Products, and we just want to understand from him that what the big trends are in the coffee market, what the big trends are there in the organized versus unorganized market. Good morning, good to have you back. Is my cup of coffee going to be more expensive? I want to start with that first, as a consumer.
Yes, it is going to be more expensive. The
Down
coffee
from two
prices
cups
have
of coffee
almost
to one
doubled.
cup of coffee because inflation is getting unbearable.
Yeah, so one good thing is the coffee component in your cup of coffee is very small, so you may not feel the pinch that much.
Why are coffee prices going higher? Just because, I mean, coffee as a commodity, if I look at it, has gone completely opposite of what has happened to other commodities. Prices of wheat, corn, sugar, timber, cocoa, even orange juice, they've come down. But coffee prices, both for Arabica and Robusta, they are looking strong.
So there are multiple reasons for this. There's climatic conditions across the world in Brazil and Vietnam. There's always a crop cycle, like once in 4 years, there is a reduction and then the crop starts picking up again in the future. So at this point in time, the crop is at a slightly lower level, and the demand for coffee is constantly increasing. So that is also one of the reasons why the prices have gone up so high.
Right. Srishant, just wondering, prices on one hand, how is demand for coffee? I mean, coffee is not just something which is daily habit, it's also an addiction, right? You can't do away with it. So just wondering whether demand continues robust or not, because, time and again you have these fads of replacing caffeine or excessive caffeine with, say, green tea or some milder, healthier drinks, etc. So just wanted to know what demand is looking like.
The demand has been fairly strong and growing year on year. We are seeing the global coffee market growing at the rate of about 2.5 to 3% year on year, and that's quite a big pace. Developed countries, there could be a degrowth in some regions, but the developing countries are growing at a double-digit rate. So overall, global demand is on the upswing. So that is one of the reasons why, again, the coffee prices, there is a lot of pressure as well.
Srishant, you have a lot of brokerages who are of the view that the company is now poised to gain strong market share from organized players as well as from small local and regional companies. Can you just walk us through what kind of market share addition you're targeting and what the existing capacity is, as well as your capacity addition plans? What's the guidance?
We are currently at around 38,500 tons. We are, as of now, the third largest manufacturer in the world. By next year, we will be at around 71,000 tons, making us the second largest manufacturer in the world. And we are adding capacity in Vietnam. Another 16,000 tons is getting added over there. In India also, we are adding another 16,000 tons.
Could you also explain to us broadly in the coffee market, what is the unorganized versus organized split? And typically in an inflationary scenario, will the market share continue to go to branded players?
So the unorganized segment is actually quite small. It's mostly brands, whether they're bigger brands or smaller brands, it's mostly the brands that are doing well in the country. Like if you look at India, there's been a duopoly for more than 50, 60 years. Today, we are the third significant brand which is available in the Indian market, as per the Nielsen's report as well. So we are seeing a lot of startups coming as well, whether it be a Sleepy Owl or a Beach Coffee. And there are also a lot of supermarkets that are entering into the segment, like Reliance, for instance, Spencer's, Big Bazaar. They have their own private label brands as well, which we are supplying to them. So the overall coffee market in India also is expanding quite fast.
What kind of earnings visibility as well is it that you're looking at in the long term? What kind of an earnings CAGR are you expecting? And can you walk us through the expectations on your margins?
So this year, we've actually revised our guidance to a 20-25% volume growth because we've actually done a lot of reselling last year itself. And the current year, we're actually focusing on the next financial year, that's FY 23-24 as well. Our volume growth is again coming from a lot of existing customers who are gaining market share in their respective countries. And we're adding some new customers also in new regions every year.
Just to close it up with one final question. Your margins are between above 20%, which means when prices go higher, you increase your prices. When prices go lower, you're able to retain them. It's rare that a B2B business is able to enjoy these margins because the margins what you have are enjoyed by B2C companies or branded companies. Why is that?
Yes, so the way we function, we work on a per kg margin basis. So when the green coffee prices go up, the EBITDA margin does appear to come down. But if you look at it on a per kg basis, the EBITDA margins are growing in pace with the volume growth. So that is the best tracker. More than the top line, it's the EBITDA percentage that one can track to understand whether the company is actually growing volumes or no.
Srishant, great to have you on the show. Thank you so much for helping us understand which way the coffee dynamics are moving on.